Well guys, I've been working at this all day. As you can see, the chimney's not past the eave, and I just have absolutely no way to get a piece up there. I've tried everything I can think of. Two pieces together are too heavy, and yeah, I'm sure you can hear the disappointment in my voice. That means no wood stove this year, which means any work I do in the cabin for insulation or anything has got to be in the cold. That's a bummer. I'll have to wait till the late spring once the weather warms and the roof membrane is soft enough that I can get some traction on it. It's just way too slippery to go up there now. Maybe with a 25-foot ladder I could do it, but the snow is just going to get deeper and it's just going to get more dangerous, so I'll have to leave it. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome back to the cabin. So I'll show you, I got the last piece of the wood stove pipe on. It was a pain to get her done, but I was able to get it done. So I think it's time to get the first fire going in the wood stove and see what kind of success we can have. I'm pumped. Join me for the ride. I worked all day at putting my chimney on my wood stove. I couldn't figure out how I was gonna get them up there. I got 2-3 pieces on and I ran out of ladder and I scratched my head and I tried a whole bunch of different things. So I decided that I'd build a scaffold. And I did. Built this scaffold. Put a bunch of cross members in, tied it into the wall, put my ladder on it, and I got my chimney done. So I'm super pumped. Now I can have heat for the rest of the winter. I'll be able to insulate. It's gonna be great. Hey guys, so a few videos ago, I put out a video and I said in that video I talked about safety and I talked about distractions while you're doing things that require all your concentration. So when I put this chimney up, I never filmed anything. I didn't want that distraction of having to think about the camera or worry about what was going on. So I wanted to do a little short clip here and show you guys how I got that stuff up there. What I did was I took this sling here, or toe strap, and let's pretend that this box here is a piece of chimney. What I did was I wrapped the sling around. I put a wrap at the bottom, and then I put a second wrap higher. A little bit higher than this. I'm not able to get as high as I was with the pieces of chimney pipe. I lined up the two straps so that they were even, and then I took this rope and I tied it on to this ring right here. Then I walked up the ladder with the rope in my hand as high as I needed to go. And then once I got to the top, then I was able to pull the piece of pipe up the ladder to where I was. hand over hand, pulling the rope up till I got to here. Now, if I had grabbed anywhere lower than right here, that would have caused the rope to become slack and the pipe to fall out. So once I got it up to here, I put my hand on the bottom, balanced it, just like you would balance a broom on your hand, and leaned it up against between the ladder and the chimney. And then I let the rope fall, and as you see, it just fell right off. And then the one piece that was a little bit lower wasn't too bad, because I just slid it up, pushed it on, and then just as it was about to fall into place, I gave it that last shove to fall into the place and supported it like that. The top one with the cap on it was much harder, because I had to balance it while holding on right up against the building, tight to the top of the ladder, all the way up to my maximum height almost, while I was balancing a piece of chimney pipe. I did the same thing. I got it on the top of the last piece, slowly slid it over, and pushed it into place, and then I only used, well, maybe I can show you on this beam here. Once I got it up to place, I set it on the top of the pipe, and then I pushed it in, and when it fell down onto the other pieces, I grabbed it like this and steadied it while it went in place. And then I went up onto the second floor, and on the second floor, that's where I reached through and twisted it to lock it into place. So I just wanted to take a minute and show you guys how I did it. I'm sorry that I didn't film it. This was probably the most challenging thing that I did on this whole process. So let's go inside. I installed the wood rope, or the door sealing rope, in the wood stove yesterday. And it's had 12 hours to cure with the door closed. So the instructions say I gotta have a little wood fire, and now that I got the chimney done, I can get that done. Bring the stove a little bit up, partially up temperature, to allow the rest of the seal to the gasket that you have to, liquid gasket that you have to put in there to cure. So I'm gonna go get some wood and start a little fire. So here's the installation that I finished last night. Everything's all screwed and connected and level. I got a cement board on the wall for temporary protection until I do the final installation, and a cement board on the floor. So I've got some wood here. Well, maybe I should put something on the bottom first. So I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm new to wood stoving. Not that I haven't lit fires before, but I've never owned a wood stove, so don't take everything that I say as gospel. I have really no clue what I'm talking about. Oh, that one's got a nail in it. Oh well. For all I know, I'm packing this too tight. Might as well make use of this cardboard left over from the stovepipe boxes. An old guy told me once that you should put a bunch of paper at the top of your stove so that when you start it, it burns quickly first and starts a draft. I'll put a bunch up there. There. I'll crank the flue open and give her a go.
think you gotta leave the door partially closed to allow it to suck, blow, whatever you call it. Maybe we'll close the door and see if it'll slow it down a bit, enough to catch the wood. Oof, she's building up smoke big time. I hear cracking. Well, that's a good sign.
Hey everybody. I got the wood stove giving her nice and warm in here. Got a little kettle on. I'm gonna make some tea. Some New Year's spaghetti and meatballs. Stewing on the wood stove. This is the life, guys, I tell you. This is the life. So, as you can see, I also went out today and I got pretty much enough insulation to at least get me through the winter. I could use another bag of 2x6, and I could use another bag of and then I need all the insulation for the roof. But she's got to be 70-75 degrees in here now. This wood stove's quite a bit bigger than what I require for this cabin, so it's all good. So my son's on his way up the hill pretty soon here, and we're gonna get into some electrical. So I'm gonna keep this fire roaring here, keep us warm, and we're gonna have a nice dinner tonight. Super happy with this installation, man. Everything is coming together in this place. Now that I got heat in here, I'll be able to work in the wintertime. It's going to be great. So I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the thoroughness of the burn. This is how much ash is left after burning, I don't know, maybe half a cord yesterday. Very little. I'm pretty impressed with how thoroughly the stove went through. But as I mentioned, I'm new to this whole process, so not really sure what I'm doing. Maybe this is what to expect. Thanks again for tuning in. And hope everybody has a great New Year's. Me and Caden are gonna tear it up a little bit now and have some fun together. And maybe we'll do some electrical. I'll make another video about that. So, have yourself a great holiday week, and we'll see you on the next video.